Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Shaquita and if you're new to my page, welcome. On today we will be creating this nice orangey burgundy look. So if you're interested in seeing how I accomplish this, please stay tuned. Talk to you later. Okay you guys, so we're gonna get right into today's video. So I've already did my eyebrows and conceal them, and I did my other eye, liner, lashes, and mascara to this eye. So we're good and ready to go. So the two palettes, well, four actually. So I do apologize. There will be 4 palettes that I have used to achieve this look, which is the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Morphe 35M palette, the Juvia Zulu palette, and the Saharan 2 palette by Juvia. Okay, so the first palette that we're going to start with is the Zulu by Juvia's palette, and we're going to grab this orange shade right here. And what we're going to use to apply it with our Morphe E27 brush, which looks like this. Okay, and before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and prep my eyelids as soon as I find what I'm going to prep with. Hold on. Okay, so to prep my eyelids, I'm going to use the Benign Clown White, and I'm just going to use that to prep my lids, and I'm going to apply that with a Morphe M224 brush, which is the same brush that I always use to conceal my eyebrows. And then to buff out that clown white, I am going to use my Morphe M173 brush. Okay, so now that you've applied your primer, now I am going to go in again, like I said, with the orange shade with the Morphe E27 brush. Want to add too is because I kind of cut my crease above my crease line. That's why I apply the orange so high up. That way when I cut the crease, you can still see the orange up top. So just pay attention to wherever your crease, like basically when you open up your eyelid and you see kind of like that crease line, you want to go above that, because if not, when you cut the crease and then you begin to look up, it's going to transfer above that crease. So you might as well cut it above your crease anyway, just to save you time. And then what I'm going to do is with the burgundy shade, I'm going to grab the burgundy shade right here in the Saharan 2 by Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to apply that with my Morphe M506 brush, and we're going to focus that shade on the outer V. And to build it up a little bit more, I'm going to grab this brown shade. Well, we fell apart just in time. And then to build it up a little bit more, because I wanted to build it up a little at a time, I didn't want anything harsh. So I am going to grab this shade here, which is the shade Abyss. Well, no, I lied. I'm going to grab this shade, which is the shade Soda Pop. So we won't lose that burgundy color. I'm going to go back into the Saharan 2 palette and grab that burgundy. Okay, so once you do that, we're going to go back with the rest of what's on our Morphe 433 brush. And we're going to go slightly above those outer V shades just to make sure we don't lose the shade Baby Talk. And then we're going to go back with our E27 brush just to make sure we don't lose that orange shade on the outer V. And you'll see once we cut the crease why I don't want to lose that orange. Okay, so once we've done that, I am going to cut my crease using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade medium 20. I believe they changed the shade names. It's still the same color, but I think they changed the name, so this is like the old name. So, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna use my Morphe M213 brush to cut the crease. The reason why I like to use a smaller brush is because it helps me get a more precise, more sharper, cleaner cut crease. But you're welcome to use any brush that suits you. Some people like to use a bigger brush. They like to use the MAC brush, or another alternative would be the Morphe M224 brush. That's a good cut crease brush. But I've just learned that for me to get a cleaner look, the Morphe M213 brush. Okay, and once you do that, now that I'm finally done, I'm going to go back into my Saharan palette, and I'm going to grab that burgundy shade with my M506 brush, and we're going to apply that towards the end, and we're going to kind of like blend it forward. Okay, and once you blend that in, next I am going to grab this shade here, and I'm going to apply it next to the burgundy to create a nice transition from the burgundy to the orange. Okay, so once you apply that copper color or butterscotch, whatever you want to call it, once you apply that along the sides of the burgundy shade, now oh, and just to add, I applied the copper shade or the butterscotch shade, this one right here. I applied that also with the M506 brush, and you want to have like a towel or something handy, that way you can do a quick wipe off in between applications. The orange, I'm going to use the Morphe M421 brush, and we're just going to apply that or blend it into the butterscotch shade. Okay, so now to apply the metallic shade, which is right above the black liner, I'm going to go back into my ColourPop concealer. And to do that, I am going to use my Morphe M224 brush to go ahead and cut my crease once again. But we're going to try to cut it as close to the lash line as possible, but a little bit higher so that you can still see the first cut crease that we did. Okay, so for the metallic shade, the first one I'm going to apply is this one right here. The other side of the brush, I'm going to grab this orange shade right here. And then if you have to, go ahead and wet your brush. That way you get more pigmentation. And then just to make sure it matches this side, I'm going to apply a little bit of Here We Go Again Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop. And then to go on top of the orange shimmer shade, I'm going to grab Let Me Pass Super Shock Shadow by ColourPop also. Then once you do that, I'm just going to clean up a little bit with the Neutrogena makeup remover wipe and just clean. That way I can see where my liner should go. Okay, and once you do that, now it'll be time for liner, which I'm using my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And then next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my falsies on off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now it is time to get into face. I'm going to use my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, Intense Hydration Skin Protectant, Neutrogena Hydra Boost Whip Body Balm for dry to extra dry skin. And I'm going to use these two as a priming agent for my skin, just to make sure my skin is nice and moisturized under the makeup. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just powder my T-zone right before the foundation. And for that, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade 35 Deep. Foundation, I know I look a little cray-cray, but for foundation, I'm going to use two foundations. I'm going to use the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, woo, in the shade 4.4, and my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation in the shade NW50. I'm going to put this on the inner part of my face, and I'm going to put this on the outer part of my face. And for concealer, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Expresso. And then to go ahead and set, I'm going to use my Pudair number 6 loose powder. And to set all over my face, I am going to use the Zuri Flawless Press Powder in the shade Hot Cocoa. Okay, and to cream contour, I'm going to go ahead and use my Black Radiance True Complexion Cream Contour Palette in medium to dark. And I'm going to grab that contour shade right there. I'm going to use my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to deep and grabbing this shade here. just go ahead and blend everything together using my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Deep. To the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Deep, and I'm just going to clean up that contour. And now for blush, I'm going to grab my ABH contour palette, blush trio palette in the shades Cocktail Party. Okay, never mind. I'm going to grab my black Radiance Artisan Color Baked Blush in the shade Toasted Almond. Okay, and for highlighter, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Crown of My Canopy. And to set all over the face, I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Okay, you guys, so this is all for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I had so much fun doing this look. It's nice, and with the hair wrap, it just, oh, it gives me so much life. So I really like this one. This one will go down as one of my favorite looks. And if you are new to my page, welcome. I'm so glad that you decided to come and stay and watch this video. And please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you, sis. And to all my current subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Click that notification bell once again so you won't miss any uploads from me. My name is Shaquita, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.